Welcome back to the Bold Women in Business podcast. I am your host, Rachel Honeyman, founder of Honey Be Bold, and your humble guide for this journey. Today, we're wrapping up the Bold Bite series, these little mini episodes that we've been going over one key idea each week because we've got season 4 launching in a couple of weeks. So this has been a really fun series, but it's coming to an end. And I saved this one for last because I think it's the one that most of you need to hear. So let's get into it. Here's the problem. You shared something. You shared a post, or you did a podcast episode, or you sent an email about an idea that you have. And now you think you're done. You think, I already covered that and I can't say it again. People are going to think I only have one idea. And so you move on. You chase the next topic, the next angle, the next thing to talk about, because repeating yourself feels lazy or boring or like you're running out of things to say. And you feel like you constantly have to reinvent the wheel. You feel like you need to constantly have something new to say or a new way of saying it because you're worried that people are going to get bored. But in doing that, you are making one of the biggest mistakes people make in content marketing. So here's a reality check that is both a little depressing and liberating. About 5 to 10% of your audience sees any given piece of content that you post. That's it. So that brilliant post that you wrote last month, 90% of the people in your audience never saw it to begin with. So to them, it does not exist. You're not repeating yourself. You're saying it for the first time to almost everyone in your network. And even for the people who did see it the first time, they probably need to hear it again because they probably forgot or it didn't register or whatever, right? Hearing something once does not mean that it landed. People need to encounter an idea multiple times before it sticks, before it actually changes their behavior. And that's not being annoying. That is how trust gets built. So I want you to think about the people and brands that you trust the most, that you love seeing content from. You probably know exactly what they stand for or exactly what their ideas are on specific topics. You could maybe even finish their sentences, or if you're an Arrested Development fan, you could finish their sandwiches. But that understanding of what they stand for and what they believe didn't happen after you saw them say it once. It happened because they said it over and over and over again until it became so ingrained in you. You understood what they stand for and what they believe. And you started associating them with that idea without even thinking about it. So when someone is looking for resources or tips or whatever on a specific topic, you know exactly who to go to because you've seen this person post about that a million times. And that is what repetition builds. It builds recognition. And recognition is what turns a casual follower into a paying client. And so your job is not to constantly have fresh ideas. None of us have fresh ideas all the time. That is such pressure to put on yourself. Your job is to become so synonymous with your core message that when someone in your audience hits a problem that you are uniquely talented at solving, your name is the first one that pops into their heads. And that only happens through repetition. New angles, new stories, new examples. Sure, you don't have to post the same graphic every week, but the core message does not change. The thing that you stand for does not change. And so you need to say it until you're tired of hearing it. When you are sick of hearing yourself talk about something, that is when you know that you are repeating yourself enough. And then you need to say it 10 more times or 100 more times because you're tired of it long before your audience even starts to register it. And so the mantra for today is you are not repeating yourself enough, period. You are not repeating yourself enough. Every time you think that you're repeating yourself too much, I guarantee you it's not enough. So your bold bite action is to go find your best performing post from 2 or 3 months ago. That one that got the most saves or the most DMs, the most comments. And I want you to repost it exactly as it was. Don't change it. Don't change anything. Don't tweak it. Don't update it. Don't overthink it. Because the people who saw it 3 months ago are not going to remember that you posted it now. And you have all these new people in your network who definitely haven't seen it. And most of your audience didn't see it to begin with. So just put it back out there and watch what happens. I would bet good money that it performs just as well, maybe better, because it's a message that clearly resonated and your audience needs to hear it again. Thanks so much for tuning in to these Bold Bite episodes these last few weeks. I am so excited to launch season 4 in a couple of weeks, and I can't wait to go on that journey with you. So stay tuned. All right, beautiful human. That's a wrap on this episode of Bold Women in Business. This episode was brought to you by my company, Honey Be Bold, with music by Shmukulele. But before you go, don't forget to take the Content Marketing Power Type quiz at honeybebold.com/quiz, because when your content fits your power type, showing up gets way easier and your marketing actually starts working for you. Until next time, stay bold, stay kind, and keep doing it your way.